Okay, assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to our second meeting, which is uh, our training course. So before I would jump into the training, I would like to apologize because I didn't teach you guys on how to properly use Microsoft Teams. So currently, can anyone give me a response? Like, can you see the screen right now?
Yes,
Sorry, Chen, were you saying something?
I can see.
Okay, okay. This is your. You should be seeing just like this, a couple of tiles. This is your Microsoft Teams platform. When you are in a meeting, if you have any questions, you may raise. Go to the top right corner here. You may raise your hand, and I will attend to you. Alternatively, if you have other questions, you can just chat in the chat box here, in the conversation tab here, and you can just write your questions. So like this, hello. So okay, this is just regarding about the meetings, and then I will be talking about Microsoft Teams itself. So currently, this is your Microsoft Teams main page. So when going to our group, go to the teams in this tab here. And remember, ours is INPC MT-SEUSL groups 11 and 12. For you guys, you are in group 12, so you will be in this channel. So everything that any materials that I will be providing will be posted in this channel here, or it will be appearing in the general. But mostly in the generals tab, it's the meetings, meeting links. For example, if you can see right here, this is our general meeting. All right, now with that out of the way, we can start our course. Oops. So this is just a poster about on what we will be doing today. So our objective is familiarizing OneNote, since I believe most of you guys are new to OneNote, and or can anyone of you guys respond to me? Like, is this your first time using OneNote, or you have been using this previously? Can anyone? Okay, seems a bit quiet, so I'll just assume that you guys don't know. So luckily, that's why you are in this training session, because I will be teaching you on how to familiarize with OneNote, and you will be creating and organizing notes effectively. So in this training course, you will be like creating sections in the notes and working out with notes, pretty basics, and then you can sketch. And one more interesting about OneNote is that you can share your notes with your colleagues. And of course, there will be tips and tricks on how to use it, of course. So before we can jump into OneNote, uh, you need to know, why should you use OneNote? Well, OneNote is a digital notebook where you write notes without using a paper. So you can organize it really easily, since it's digitally, and then you can find it really easily. And if you are using multiple devices, it will sync to your other devices as well. So for example, I'm using a computer, and then when I'm going to a lecture, I'm using a tablet. It will sync across those devices. So how to get the OneNote? First of all, you can download it through the Microsoft OneNote website. You go to www.onenote.com/download and click the download button, and an installer will supposed to appear. See over here, but currently I already have it installed, so just click on it and then just accept all the terms, and it will be installed. Second way is, you could always go to Microsoft 365 Office. So go to Office, and then just sign in to your Microsoft account. And in this tab over here on the left side here, you will see OneNote, and click on it, and there you go. You have your OneNote notebook here. Or alternatively, go to the Windows Store. I mean Microsoft Store, and you can search OneNote, which is the OneNote for Windows 10, and you may install it. So if, like I said just now, if you're using a tablet or iPad, you can always find it in the Google Play Store or in the Apple Store. So now that you, I'm assuming that you've installed your OneNote notebook, you may open it, and you will be greeted with this quick introduction on how to use QuickNote. But I will be going through in more detail. So the first thing when creating a notebook is you need to create, of course. So I'll be creating a new one, and I'll be naming it maybe school. So, and then we'll create a notebook. Okay, and then there will be a notification where it will say your notebook has been created. Would you like to share with other people? I will talk about this later on, but for now, we will be skipping it. So not now. So now you will have your first section over here. So before that, I would recommend you to log in into your Microsoft account, because when you're switching devices, it will make the synchronization easier actually. So it is highly recommended for you to sign in with your Microsoft account. Okay, so now you will be greeted with a section over here. So a section is more like a chapter in a book. You have your book, which is your notebook, and then you have the section, which is like a chapter, and then you have pages. Pages is basically the name says it's a page. So if you want to add more sections, you can just click on this plus button, which is create a new section, and you will create. And renaming it is really easy. Just double click on it, and then you can rename. So I will rename this English. And this one maybe math. And this maybe science. Okay. So let's go back to our English tab. So we start with an empty page over here. Note that you have a really blank canvas here. See, it's really empty throughout the throughout the page. It's really empty. The only thing you have is the date and the time that you created the note. This is by default, but of course you can always delete it if you wish to. And one more interesting about the page is that it's actually infinite. So meaning that you can have as big as more than maybe what's the largest size of paper? A1, right? You can go beyond an A1 page size, but I wouldn't go that far because it's too big, and it's more convenient if you create a new page. And for the number of section, it's unlimited, and same goes to the number of page, meaning that you can just create as many as notes as you want. But however, there is a limit on space. The total size of your notebook must not be more than 10 gigabytes. But let's be honest, 100 megabyte is quite huge already. So therefore, you can write in many notes as much as you want. All right. Before I actually really like to start writing any notes, I would advise you go to the View tab here on top of the toolbar here, because we will set our pages. So, for example, when you open, it's a white page and it really hurts your eyes and it doesn't suit you. So you can always click in the page color, and you can change whatever color to your likings. So I'll just go with light blue. And sometimes I know some people are like, oh, this is a blank white page. Oh, someone's entering. I would like to request Chen, if someone is about to admit, would you mind helping me admit it?
Okay, sure.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I know that some of you guys like, oh, this is a blank page. It's really hard to adjust where I'm gonna write. So like this, it's really hard. But you could always put lines in your page in your notebook. So it's not really a blank page because you can always set it up. And if you don't like the sizing of these lines, you can always you know change a different line setup. Or if you want a grid, you can go for grid. Okay, easy. So I'll just delete it just to clear up. And one more interesting when we are working with OneNote, because normally people use OneNote for like taking notes in lectures and stuff, right? So we could always go to a new doc, click on new doc, and you will be a notepad will open in the right hand side here. So you can type your notes here, like this note was created in docking mode. So this is quite convenient when you're like in a webinar like this, when I'm actually talking to you and the meeting is like right over here and you just type in your notes on the side. See how convenient it is? Okay. So how do you actually go back to the full screen? Well, on the top right corner here, there is the full page view. Just click on it and it will revert back to your original size of OneNote. And that marks it for how to use in the viewing page here. And of course, I forgot to mention, you can always set up your page size. So let's say I want it to be an A4 size. So it will restrict you to an A4 size. This is quite useful if, let's say, you want to print out your notes or you want to give a handout to your students, well, a printout. So you can just resize it in the paper size tabs over here. So there's various size of it you want. You can either portrait or landscape, depending on your likings. So for now, I'll just leave it auto, just unlimited size. And what was it? I forgot. Sorry. And of course, if let's say the design of the background is too dull for you, you could always find online templates. So you go to the Insert tab over here on the toolbar, select Page Template, and you can find lots of templates which you can use. If you see like Nota Kuliah Ringkas, this is actually in Malay, but if you're using in an English version, it will be in English. So Nota Kuliah Ringkas is short lecture notes. So just click on it and you will get like some interesting templates which you can use. See? Yeah. So now that we've already mastered how to set up your pages, how to set up your sections, how to set up your workspace here, let's proceed on writing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Even though you have lots of pages, you could always remove it, relocate it where you want. For example, this page currently is in English tabs, right? I could always move it to another tab. Yeah, just drag it and it will appear in the math tab. Okay? It's really easy to use. So let's continue. I will be demonstrating on a to-do tag. This to-do tag is a very powerful tag. As you can see, for example, I'll write in one, one, and then I'll jump into another page. Okay, maybe I'll write this one 2, 3, and 4. I know this is not the to-do tag, but this is an important. But I'll show you why it's essential for you to learn. And then in this science tab, we'll make it just now. What did we start? 4, and then we'll have 5. This tagging system is really essential if you want to quick search on where you left off. For example, click on the find tags, and remember just now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the click of a button, with the click of this, you could always jump into that section really quickly without you having to open each note one by one. Oh, more coming. Okay. So this is your tagging function. It's really, really nice to have because it makes organizing or searching really quickly. So now that we've learned about how tagging and how to create sections, but did you know that you see this, the color of this section is blue, but let's say I don't really like the color blue. I want to change it to red. Say no more. You could always change the color by right clicking it and select section color and choose what color you want. So red. See, easy. So now that, let's create a new page, and this is where we start working. We'll name the page we start here, and the time is Tuesday. So when writing a note, it's pretty the same as you're writing words in Microsoft Words or PowerPoint. You have the same function where you can always change your fonts. I'll just type in first. Hello world. Hello world. So you have the same function as Microsoft Word. You could change your fonts. We'll just change this, and then you can resize the basic stuff, and then you can just bold. Oops. Bold it or italic. Oops. And many things you can do. And you can always put headings also. This heading is also important also because when finding, you could always jump into the headings really quickly. And then, did I ever mention that you could write anywhere you want in this blank page, as long as it's in the page, of course. So let's say I was writing here, and now I could always write it over here. So over here. And you could always write it down here also. So like I said, the page is infinite if you did not restrict it. So you can write wherever you want. And one more thing is you could always drag wherever you want. So just now I wrote it down here, but you can always drag it to wherever you want, or I'll just drag it further down. Yeah, see, it's further down. And one more thing is that you could always insert like a table. Pretty basic. Oops, where did I drop it? Oh, over here. Nah, I'll just delete it. So I'll just create a new table. This works like the standard Microsoft Word stuff. You can have tables where from here you could always insert more rows, insert more columns, or delete some of the columns, and you could always just recolor it. Yeah, you could just always recolor it. Oops. Yeah, see the basic table functions. So there's many things you can always do with your tables here. So now let's continue. And did you know that you're not really restricted with only tables and words? You could always add files into your notebook. So what you could always do is select the file attachment, and then you could always like add your notes or pictures you want. So I'll just find like a really nice note downloads. So you can just attach a file. And the best thing is you could always open it. Okay, it will tell you like opening attachments could harm your computer data, but I trust this document because I've opened it many times. So you could always open it. See? So you can just put in many notes. You can just put file attachments. And of course, you could always add pictures to your document. So let's say I'll just find some really quick picture, some really good picture. Okay. This is, if you don't know what this is one of my project when I was doing math for partial differential equation. It's, I actually forgot what this is, but just trying to prove your point that you can add photos in it. But you must be wondering, like, what is the difference between file attachment and pictures? Well, a picture can also be a file, but a picture cannot be a file. So meaning that you can also add pictures too. So I'll just add the pictures. Where did I say that? But it will be in this form. So if you add pictures in the file attachment, you will get this what do you call it? This default icon. So if you want to open it, you have to click it to open it. So, but this depends on your notes, of course. It depends on your creativity. It's either you want to put in your image there, or you can just put just the icon. And of course, you could always add videos to your notes. You're not really restricted to just pictures. And also, you could also put audios. Okay, right now I'll be recording. Let's see if it's. Oh yeah, it's actually running. So you can see the time is subtly moving. So it's actually recording. Now we'll just stop. And there you go. You have the audio recordings. This is quite useful when you're in a lecture or in a webinar where you're too lazy to type and you just want to hear the audio. So you can just use the audio function and we just record it. And alternatively, you could always record a video. So I'll just record a video, but somehow because I'm not using the computer's default camera, I'm using an external camera. Oh, nah, you can actually see it. So is it recording? Yeah, it's recording. So you could record your video. This is very useful if you're using like let's say an iPad or a tablet or any portable devices or any devices that has a camera. You can just record it and then just chuck into your notes. Really easy. And that marks it about the medias that you could always put in. And I forgot to mention, this is quite very, very genius of them. Sometimes, like for me, I forgot like what day, what time, or I can't be bothered to look at the clock down here. So with the click of a button, you could always get the date and time. So today is 26 and 29th June 2021 with the click of date. And of course, if you want time, just click the time. And if you want date and time, just click it and you will have it. And above here is the equations tab. And of course, you could always type in mathematical equations like, let's say, a straight line equation, y equals to mx plus c. Say, you could always type in equations. And I'll throw in some extras. If you do you know like the subscripts or the underscripts, click in shift 6 and you will get this pointy hat over there, and then put in anything you want afterwards and then press space and you will get a subscript. And if you want to underscript, you go shift underscore the minus button. Yeah, just put an underscore and then whatever you want to put, maybe haha, and you get a subscript. So that's how you really type an equation using it. And for the symbols tab here, if let's say, oh, I forgot what symbol is it because my keyboard does not support the symbol that I want. So you can always just click on the symbol and find the symbols that you want. So that's pretty much about text writing and media. So let's go to drawing. What is a notebook or a note if you can't draw freely? It beats the purpose, right? So head into the drawing tab here. If you're using like if you have a digital pen or you're using an iPad or a tablet which has a stylus or the pen, you can always write in manually. So for example, I'll just start writing. I'll just type hello. Sorry, my handwriting is quite ugly if I'm using a mouse since I don't have um, the digital pen. Hello. Or maybe I would like to draw shapes. Yeah, pretty artistic, right? So this is your drawing. Well, of course, you could always change your filter tip by going to this section here, and you can choose whatever tip you want. Like if you want a highlighter, yes, you've got a highlighter. Maybe what was that Sharpie pen? They call it. Yes, you've got a Sharpie pen here. And of course, you could always control the thickness if you want it thinner or you want thicker. And there's various colors you can use and highlighters you can use also. So you're not really restricted to like uh, the basic colors. And of course, you could always draw with touch. But currently, I'm using a mouse because I don't have a touchscreen monitor or so. So we'll just draw it. And also, you have the default shapes which you can use. So I'll just create a new page. Okay, create a new page and change the view to a box because we're going to do some math stuff here. So I'll just put like the axes of a graph. Ooh. Yeah, this happens because I did not change the filter type. So if I change a thinner one, it will be a bit thinner. Oops. See, it will be thinner. So this is your axes of x and y's. Okay. And I would like to draw a square. And there you go, a square. And one more interesting is that you could always group your images. So you could always select lasso over here on the top left here. Select the lasso tool, and it will group the drawings that you have drawn. This is actually quite convenient because you could move the entire thing that you draw without moving one by one. So as you can see here, I'm moving the axes and the rectangle. And also, you could add a tag property. How convenient is that? Because this tag is, like I said, it's really important if you want to quick search it, and we'll see about that. See, if you find tags, and it will show you the graph here, and you can jump in. And currently, I'm already in this page. So this is your graph pages. And let's say that I'll be drawing like lots of stuff or taking notes, a lot of them. I'll just scribble a little bit. And suddenly, oh no, I want to write something in the middle of here. I need more space. Say no more. Select the insert space on the in the toolbar here. Click select the area which you want to divide. For example, I want to divide from here, and you can always push it down. See, it will give you space for you to write notes. And always, you could always arrange your stuff. Uh, maybe you can't see arrange, so I'm just gonna add some couple of pictures here. Let's see, pictures. I'll add this. I'll add maybe this cute cat over here. So of course, oh no, And of course, you could always arrange it like bring it forward or bring it backwards, or you could always rotate it. Right? Many things you can always do with it. And now, since we're in the math section, we could always use ink to math, because I know some of you guys are struggling like typing the equations manually, but you can always use ink to math, which is a bit more quicker. So type in your equations you want. For example, let's go something more complex, integrals. So we'll go integration of 0 and 1 x squared dx. Okay, it did not produce the result that it's supposed to. So what you can always do is select and correct it. So select the error part, and it will show you some options that it will autocorrect. So in this case, it should be an x, a Latin small letter x. So there you go, integral x squared dx, and you could always insert it. Actually, there is also a feature though, which OneNote is quite intelligent enough to solve your math problems, but I won't be teaching you because some of you might use it for cheating, but it can solve your math and it could show you the steps also. But I will leave this for you to discover on your own. So interesting, right? How OneNote can actually save your life when doing math. And let's continue for more. Let's see, what did I miss? We've talked about how to write. We've already talked writing, and then we've added some pictures and stuff, and we've done math. We've done adding pages and stuff. Oh yeah, remember like earlier when we did when we were creating a new note just now, like let's say. Remember that it says that your notebook has become, would you like to share it with other people? This indicates that your notebook can be shared with your friends and colleagues. So you're not limited to one person, meaning that you can share your notes with friends and work with your friends as well. So to do so, you could always click the file button here, file, and select the share options here. And of course, you will have the ability to maybe search someone through their emails. So let's say uh, and just add it. And you can just add like your message, whatever you want. But for me, this is quite tedious because you have to type in one by one. But instead, you could always get a sharing link. Because this is much very convenient, because anyone with the link, you can either view or edit link. So to do so, head to the get sharing link tab of here. So if you want the person just to view only without editing, so this is quite useful. Like if you're a teacher and you want to give your notes to a student, so you might want to use a view link. So create a view link and copy the link and distribute it to whoever you want to give, of course. And if you want the person to be able to edit or to be able to work together, select the edit link and just copy and give it to the person. So that's how you share and co-author with other people. In the same time, when you are working with other people, you could always view what they were doing and what they have been writing by going to the history tab over here on the toolbar. And you can always see recent edit from like until like 6 months ago, or actually you could it can trace back since the beginning of time, since the beginning of your notebook. But of course, you need to know the specific day you started. And of course, when you are giving links to, uh, sorry, okay, and let's say that just now, like I said, you were giving like random links to random people's like men links. You could always find the authors, like look who is able to, uh, you know, fiddling around with your notes, and you could always hide your authors if you don't wish to see them. I think that's pretty much. Oh yeah, one more thing. You could always export your notes as a PDF or as a Word. So you could either export it as the whole notebook, or just per section, or just a page. So this makes it really useful if, let's say, you want to give a printout to your friend or to your students. You could just use the export function. But it does not matter if it's either you give the person the link, or you give the PDF file. It's still sharing, right? So I think that marks the end of our uh, training for Microsoft OneNote. Is there any question? Anyone, if you have any questions, you may uh, type in the chat box before we head into our next agenda. Any questions? Okay, seems like there is no question. But if you do have a question, um, feel free to feel free to reply in this thread. Like, I will show you which thread to reply. If you have a question, when open your Microsoft Teams, I'll show you here, and you can see right over here there is a reply function here. Simply type in whatever questions that you want, and I will answer it to you. Okay, so this is if you're shy, of course, but you could type in there. And let's continue to our next agenda, which is assignments. Ooh, scary. So our assignment is using your creativity, create one learning material such as notes, presentations, slides, Excel document, or spreadsheet, which in this case, I've taught you how to use OneNote. So please use OneNote. But if you're having difficulties, uh, I will take into consideration, of course, if you have difficulties to access to OneNote. But I would encourage you to do this assignment because you will be awarded for the best assignments. And the best thing is there's 3 rewards. So there will be 3 person who will get the award, and 3 awards that will be given to best participant. So during the sessions to be coming, I will have a look at you guys, like if you're active and you're engaging, I will be giving you award. So I really hope that you guys are more active, but it's okay. I understand right now it's 3 o'clock, right? It's already 3 something, and I know it's really hard and it's quite tiring. But yeah, try to gain some energy, drink some energy. So our assignment will be creating a team, creating a node, which is our team, which is art and culture of my beautiful country, which in this case, your country, Sri Lanka. Uh, for now, I want you just to have a think, have a thought, like, what should I do for this assignment, because tomorrow we will be discussing in more detail. And actually, if you want, some of you might have missed where to look at the tentative. All you have to do is go to the general section tabs here in your Microsoft Teams, select Files, and click on Participant Manual. And the manual will be here. So as you can see, for today's session is a synchronous session, which is we are in the evening session. I would like to apologize since it was supposed to be starting at 2 o'clock, but I did it at 2:30. And for tomorrow, it will start at 2:30. Oh wait, day 3. Oh no, tomorrow's session will be starting at 8:30. Are you guys okay with that 8:30, or do you guys need to change the time? Because I have no problem changing the time. Everyone good with 8:30 a.m.? Can I get some response?
I would like to ask a question. Is it both group 11 and 12 start at 8:30 a.m.?
Yes, both groups starts at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah, I never know about this.
Yeah, because it's only for today that we have morning and evening. The days after that, it's 8:30, or depending on what you guys prefer.
Not necessarily must be 8:30 a.m., right?
Not necessarily, but we need to go into a discussion with our participants. Like, are you guys okay with 8:30 a.m.? Uh, anyone? Can you guys please respond? I'll just pick up a name. Mohammed Mufa, are you okay with 8:30 a.m. tomorrow?
Okay.
Or you could always type in the chat box. I'll just show you where to type in. Select the conversation here, and then just type in. Are you okay with 8:30 a.m. tomorrow? Anyone okay? If you are quiet, I'll assume that you guys are cool with 8:30 a.m. So okay, then
Yes, sir, we can okay with 8:30 a.m.
okay, good. So we've come to into an agreement. So tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. So I'll just give you a glimpse on what we will be doing for tomorrow. Because if we look at the tentative here, it will be a small group discussion with peer coach, meaning that you will be with me. If it's group 11, they will be with our peer coach Chen, and if you're group 12, you will be with me, Ashwari. And we will be discussing on how to produce the assignment. And on day 4 is the self-directed learning, in which you will be completing your task just now. In day 4, um, if you need my help, I will come to assistance. I will set up a meeting and we can discuss like this. Or you could always, just do it on your own. But either way, we'll see tomorrow and how are you going with it. And on the 5th day, which is on Friday, that is where you submit your assignment. And the due date is 11:59, so you have the whole day to complete it. But actually, if you already know what to do, is you can always start it right now and finish it early. It's actually easy. You could just do it in just one page, one note. But the more, the merrier, right? And day 6 is we will have intergroup discussion where we will be combining groups 11 and 12 together. And in that session is that I would like you to communicate with participants 11 and share what you have learned during this course session with them, and they will share what they've learned in group 11's session to you. And in the last day is where I will award you guys the certification. This certification is actually different from what I will be talking soon, which is this one here. If you notice that I have posted like something like this, follow the steps on the manual to redeem your achievement code. This is basically your attendance slips. Every day I will put it out, and if you can see, if you missed the 5-day session, don't worry about it because the code is still will be there, and I won't delete it. So you could always read the manual here. I've already set up a manual like how to redeem the code. So well, showing the picture isn't really good, but I'll demonstrate to you. Okay. So what you need to do is head to education.microsoft.com/us, or you can just Bing it. I'll just Bing it. Here, Microsoft Educator Center. Search for it and click on it, and you will be redirected to this main page. Sign into your Microsoft account. I'll be using my account here to sign in. What was it? We are level. Ooh. That's pretty. Let's try again. Ah, yeah, I forgot. Wrong email. Sorry, my bad. Sign into your personal email if you're using it, or your institution email, and then just type in your password. I hope this is the right one. Ah, yes, it's the code. Ooh, what? Oh yeah, basically it's already logged in. It's just that there's some issues in it, but never mind about it. What's important is head to your profile picture on the top right corner here. You see profile picture here. You could always click redeem achievement code. And for today's session, hang on, I will be sharing you guys today's session, today's code attendance slip. And I will be sharing in this chat box. But don't worry, if you missed the chat box, I will be posting a new one every day after the session for you to claim. So this is today's redemption code. So you could always copy it, just double click it, Control C, and then Control V. And this is your the ways on how to redeem this code. And you can always view your somehow it's flashy, and I'll open up in a new browser. So okay, this is the working one. So you could always go to your My Profile, and you will see your badges. Like it's supposed to be where was it?
Ashra, we try to check view transcript.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Chen. Uh, since it was organized by an independent trainer, so you need to go to view transcripts. Click view transcripts, and it will open a new tab, and you can see custom training instructor-led training. So this is the proof that you have attended to you have attended in my training course. So this is quite useful if, let's say, you're going out maybe for an interview for work or any sort of interview. You could always show them this this transcript over here as a proof that you have participated in a training course in OneNote, or yeah, in OneNote. So that is the ways on how you can redeem the Microsoft redemption code. So so far, is there any problem or everything's fine? All good? Everyone okay? Understand the outline? Oh yeah, by the way, soon I will upload a OneNote module which I've actually published. I've made, so you can actually view it. This is not. It's actually an easier version, a simplified version of what we've learned. It's not really advanced, but it's quite useful. I'll share with you guys. So this is a module that I've created for you guys to have a look. So if you're not into like watching videos and you prefer reading, you could always look at this module here. I will be sharing it later after this, so you could always view it. So I will ask again before we stop close our session. Is there any question or any difficulties that you guys are going through?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes. Uh, introduce yourself. What is your name? Hello? Jazwaj. Okay, I'll just assume, even though I'm not supposed to assume, so everything is okay then. So I think that marks the end of our session for today. If there is any question, you can either ask me to the thread, or you could always rewatch the recordings. To watch the recording like from previous session, oh dear, I forgot to post last week's recording, but it will show you on. I'll just have a look in group 11's. There will be, I will post you a link like this under each meeting, so you could always click on it and then review the video of the meeting. So I think that is all for me. I hope to see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, Sri Lanka time. And assalamualaikum, and have a good day. Stay safe.